Welcome to our new show, Ted Nugent. Great to have you here.
I feel welcome, Mike. You deserve me when it comes to truth, logic, common sense, spirit, and attitude, God, family, country, law, and order. You and I are like blood brothers for the real American dream. Thanks for having me, buddy.
What a pleasure. Let's get straight into one of the hottest issues today. And we just, now we're almost 3 weeks from it. We still don't know a whole lot about who messed up on the day that President Trump was almost assassinated. It was an absolute disaster. Many of us were shocked, not just at the shooting, but at the complete, I guess, just cover up that we've had from the Secret Service. First with Kim Cheadle, as I call her Kim Cheeto, since she was busy guarding Cheetos before she went to the Secret Service as director, and now with the new director, Rowe. Analyze it for us. What am I missing that you see that was a complete mess up in this whole operation?
Well, Mike, I know you, and I know you're not missing anything. You live by truth, logic, common sense. When we witness evidence, video evidence, audio evidence, and standard operating procedure evidence by bureaucrats and bureaucracies, especially the once great warrior tribes of the Secret Service. I know these guys. I've worked with these guys. I've done raids with these guys. I've had to rely on Secret Service, FBI, DEA, ATF, Texas Rangers, local cops, sheriffs, city cops. I've done raids in Texas with the U.S. Marshals, and we're going after rapists and murderers and carjackers and stabbers and shooters. Who the hell let them out? I'll never know. We know who did that, the court system that has failed us. But this is another example of clearly, unambiguously, irrefutably, evidence-drenched, deep state treason. I really believe, and this isn't just a guitar player's hunch, I share campfires every week, Mike, with hunting families from all around the country, all around the world. We have our sunrise safaris. And around a campfire, as you know, there's unlimited truth, logic, common sense, and unlimited honesty. There's no screening. There's no worry about what you say. We use the term blood brother, and that's what the hunting lifestyle really represents, is a brotherhood of mankind. And these families believe what you believe, that the U.S. government, they did this. I've got some really smart friends and I've got some really dumb friends. I love them all. But my dumbest friends,
I hope I'm one of the smart ones.
Secured that area, they would have secured that rooftop. My dumbest friends would have secured the rooftop. Nobody could possibly convince any of us that they have any excuses for not securing a 130-yard clear line of sight rooftop to President Trump. This is a catastrophic time in America, and we're praying for Donald Trump. We're praying that these bureaucracies are held accountable because they did this.
When we look at the manner in which the follow-up has happened, one of the most disturbing things is that the Secret Service head honchos, I'm not talking about the direct agents, the ones who were swarming around President Trump, who did put their lives on the line for him, but the ones who planned, who oversaw the operation that day, have tried to blame it on the local law enforcement, who have been very incensed that they're getting blamed because they were told what to do by the Secret Service. And Ted, I've been on many presidential visits when I was governor, when I was a candidate, when I was campaigning with presidents. The Secret Service is always in charge of that security operation. It's never the state, it's never the local, it's always the Secret Service. And they are completely in charge to the point of sometimes being a little bit heavy-handed and arrogant about it. This operation, their supervisors tend to say, oh no, that wasn't us. It was the local guys that should have done it. So why aren't they owning up to their responsibility?
Well, Uncle Sam has been getting away with murder, both literally and figuratively, for far too long in our lifetime. I'll be 76 this December, and I've been paying attention. I perform my We the People experimenting in self-government responsibilities, and I monitor my elected employees and hold them constitutionally accountable. And when I use the term constitutionally accountable, name me a bureaucracy that is constitutionally accountable. And I know those agents that swarmed around President Trump and really were in the line of fire. They're our heroes. But stop and consider, Mike, and I know you have, as all my friends have, my family have, my band, my crew, everybody in my life, they're smart, dedicated people. They would have secured the rooftop. really stop and think that an element of the Secret Service, these guys are warriors, not Cheadle, not people who are hired because of their gender. You don't hire people based on gender unless you're an idiot. But the real warriors of the Secret Service, how could they not have been in total control and informed 100% of the proceedings regarding rooftops, regarding line of sight? I reject completely that those heroes that swarmed around Trump and put their lives in danger, I know these guys, they were left out of the information pipeline of those that were ignoring the rooftop, and that the local police that identified a suspicious character. There was a known threat prior to Trump taking the stage. Mike, I'm saying these things and I'm going, my God, the guitar player could have done a better job than the official security team of the U.S. Secret Service. So we've got to keep pushing. We've got to demand accountability. We've got to know who made the decision, who didn't tell the warriors around Trump, who put their lives in danger, who put the citizens' lives in danger, and who put our hero for constitutional, conservative, conservation America, Donald Trump, in danger. We're not going to rest until we find out who that person is and hold them accountable.
Ted, you've got your own podcast called The Nightly Nuge. Tell us about it and how people can tune in and get your wonderful wisdom on a regular basis.
Well, I'm such a we the people guy. I'm what the founding fathers wanted all Americans to be: a hellraiser, suspicious of all authority, demand constitutional accountability from all our elected employees. I'm such a radical, I dare experiment in self-government. So I've always had a big mouth because I celebrate the things that I love. I've always done interviews all around the world about my music, this incredible inspiration from Chuck Berry and Bo Diddley and the Motown Funk Brothers and James Brown and Wilson Pickett. And people are fascinated by the energy and the passion and the musical authority of Ted Nugent music, and with the damn Yankees, all my different musical outfits. And I always reference that the reason my music is so energized and so sexy is because I've been clean and sober my whole life, and it has almost everything to do with the upbringing of discipline by my wonderful mom and dad, and the mystical flight of the arrow, the martial arts of archery and aim small, miss small, marksmanship, safe gun handling, and that all goes in a blend to create a higher level of awareness. So when I mouth off in these liberal media, they get a little angry because I'm always promoting firearms and hunting and marksmanship and killing game for perfect venison. And they can't respond, because if you respond against what I just said, in fact, a lot of times they say, well, let me be the devil's advocate. And I go, well, if you're going to counter what I just said, you would be advocating for the devil. So I started my own podcast. It's Real America's Voice, a spirit campfire. My wonderful wife, Shemaine, has become a force to reckon with. Real America's Voice, Faith and Freedom, which you will join us on as soon as possible. But we also have a nightly nude, and our Ted Nugent Spirit of the Wild TV show celebrates conservation, constitutional family values, and it's on the Pursuit channel 8 times a week, 35 years running, Mike. So I have a big mouth because I'm a we the people. I have to fight against the evil by maximizing the good against the bad and the ugly. And I think every American should do more of that. And I think when we see the threat from Uncle Sam right now, and the dishonesty and the corruption and criminality of all these bureaucracies, I think more people are waking up that we have a moral obligation to push back against the evil forces that our government has now pushed down our throat. So I've always been like this. You know that. I've written some New York Times bestsellers. I do podcasts and interviews all around the world all the time. And I'm honored to be with you because you are a truth, logic, common sense, we the people guy. And I think our voice is spreading and more people are engaging, because America is not a spectator sport. This got to be participatory, where we the people take control over those we elect to represent us constitutionally.
All right, Ted, what a pleasure to have you. You and I have said we're going to do a duck hunt this year. It's been a long time since we've done that. You've got a great new dog. I can't wait to see that dog out in the wild. And so sometime when duck season starts, come join me in Arkansas. We're going to take some mallards, bring them to the ground. Thanks, my friend.
Thanks, Mike. God bless you. I love you, buddy. God bless real America. God bless Donald Trump.
You know, the economy is uncertain. You never know whether your money's worth as much today as it was yesterday. It's one of the reasons I buy gold from American Hartford Gold. American Hartford Gold has earned a 5-star rating and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Be sure to tell them Mike Huckabee sent you. They'll give you up to $15,000 of free silver on your first qualifying order. Call 844-417-1010 or text Mike to 998899. You'll be glad you did business with American Hartford Gold.